Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. The lack of seniors housing in our region is an ever-growing problem. Complications almost made one project crumble, but as Clayton Brown explains, now Bonnyville seniors can breathe a sigh of relief as a new addition to the Bonny Lodge is underway.
A shortage of senior housing in the Lakeland and a long waiting list have been an issue for years. But finally, after 7 years of planning and hard work, ground has been broke for phase 1 of a 3-phase project.
We started the project, I would venture to say, probably 2005. So it's pretty exciting. The entire board is pretty excited, and board members of the past are also pretty excited at the fact that the project is moving forward.
Phase 1 will see more self-contained apartments for seniors, but isn't expected to be completed for 2 years.
This project here will add 19 additional beds for self-contained. So that'll reduce that component of the waiting list significantly.
Back in February, the government announced it would fund $10 million towards the project. But when costs came back at nearly $3 million more than anticipated, there were concerns the project could be axed.
MLA Gagnon-Lescu did a lot of hard work on this project to attain the other $3 million. And that came, we got word on that when we were at the AUMA convention this fall that the $3 million had been approved.
Phase 2 on Bonny Lodge and Phase 3 in Cold Lake will begin when the first phase is completed in 2014. In Bonnyville, Clayton Brown, Newcap News.
A scary scene earlier this morning on Highway 16 on the far east side of the city. A vehicle rolled over, landing in the ditch, causing the highway to shut down to one eastbound lane. This was the scene around 10:30 this morning. RCMP say there was one person in the vehicle at the time of the rollover, but she miraculously wasn't harmed. RCMP are also reminding drivers to be cautious and slow down when they see emergency vehicles on the road after another vehicle almost plowed into an ambulance while crews tried to clean up the accident. Police are asking the public for help in identifying a suspect accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of cell phones from a local business. Police released a surveillance picture of the accused. They say back on November 23rd, the suspect broke into a local business and stole several Android phones worth approximately $28,000. The suspect is described as being between 5'8" and 5'10" tall and is approximately 160 pounds. He was last seen wearing a gray hoodie, blue jeans, and a blue Coho hockey bag, believed to be used to carry the stolen phones. Police say he's also accused of breaking into the same businesses again over the weekend. It's believed in the first break and enter, he got away in a dark minivan, and the second, he fled in a white one. Anyone with information is asked to call RCMP or Crime Stoppers. A charity check stop in Bonnyville raked in thousands of dollars for less fortunate families over the holidays. In just 2 hours, almost $5 grand in cash and several boxes of toys and non-perishable food items were donated. One driver went above and beyond, purchasing a truckload of toys for volunteers to give to local kids. All cash donations will be divided between Victim Services, Kids Sports, and Bonnyville's SAD chapter. The toy items will be delivered to Santa's Elves, which is a local charity program that donates toys to needy children. For most kids, Christmas is all about making a list, checking it twice, and making wishes for all the gifts and toys they hope to receive. But one local boy is all about the gift of giving, and this selfless youngster is giving back in a big way. Kelsey Bloxham explains.
Soon-to-be 6-year-old Tristan had some big decisions to make leading up to his birthday this year. But while most kids his age would be deciding between toy trains or Lego, Tristan decided to forego the traditional birthday party, instead donating his presents to those less fortunate, with a little help from Mom and Dad.
He decided that he wanted to donate stuff to an orphanage first, and I didn't even know where to start with that, so I just said, well, let's look into something locally. And so I researched and found Rudolph Roundup.
His friends were each asked to bring a toy donation to his birthday party, and today those gifts were brought to Lloyd Comp for their roundup in support of the Lloydminster Interval Home. A bit shy in front of the camera, Tristan says he's happy to be helping other boys and girls.
He's such a gentle, kind soul. Like, he does anything for anybody, and that's just his personality. Like, he's just a caring boy.
To see a 6-year-old boy donate all of his birthday presents, an iPod, a lot of these gifts are something that a lot of children ask for, they want, and for him to be able to give those back is amazing.
Rudolph's Roundup has supported the Interval Home for the past 15 years. Tristan's toys will be given to kids whose mums have sought refuge at the shelter, escaping domestic violence.
It means a lot to us because without this, we probably wouldn't be able to have the funding to be able to do it, just because we are a nonprofit organization.
It's a tradition Tristan hopes to be a part of for years to come. Kelsey Bloxham, Newcap News.
What a fantastic little boy. Well, thanks to your generosity, the 32nd annual Gift of Christmas is able to wrap up a bit early this year. Residents, local businesses, and community groups have donated nearly 600 toys to families in need.
You just can't imagine what Christmas would be like for the little ones without the presents, right? I mean, we all know what Christmas is about, but when you get up on Christmas morning, everybody should have something underneath that Christmas tree.
As you can see, our Newcap lobby is packed with presents. Toy delivery starts up next week, and if you still want to donate, there are other ways to help.
You can still make a cash donation, and that will go towards the food bank for the entire year, or you could drop off a non-perishable item at the Salvation Army.
Along with hundreds of toy donations, $2,000 in cash has been raised to support the cause. Well, it may not have been tea with the Queen, but to honor her Diamond Jubilee, community members sipped and chatted in elegant English style. Invited guests were acknowledged for their dedication and volunteerism to the arts community.
The Queen has represented for 60 years a lot of public service and goodness in community. And 3 of her areas that she really wanted to highlight this year was the arts, heritage, and culture.
Mayor Mulligan says the arts is an important aspect to any community, and these volunteers help deliver essential services to our residents.